All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. They are sitting at 8-2. Got a great win last night against the Los Angeles Chargers, divisional opponent. 8-2, to me, they're the best team in the NFL at this current point. They are the most complete team. They are balanced on both sides of the ball. Their offense is extremely explosive. They have not missed a step from any of the past seasons. Travis Kelce, to me, is probably the best. It's actually not even a probably. Travis Kelce, to me, in my two eyes, is the best tight end I've ever seen. All right, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, it really is Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen-esque. Patrick Mahomes is on his way to an MVP season, right? Or on his way to an MVP. He's having an MVP season right now, and I still don't really get kind of the disrespect here with Patrick Mahomes. I was listening to Undisputed today, and Skip Bayless is trying to tell me Jalen Hurts is the MVP because of record, because the Eagles are 9-1. I'm like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Patrick Mahomes on this season completing 66.3% of his passes. He has 3,265 yards for 28 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and a rating of 107.3. So, to me, Patrick Mahomes is very clearly and very easily the MVP. Now, Kadarius Toney went down. There was no McCole Hardman. There was no Juju Smith. The Chiefs were missing offensively a couple of pieces last night, and CEH went down with an injury. Isaiah Pacheco is the future running back of the Kansas City Chiefs. I've only made a couple of Chiefs videos, but there was so much praise for Isaiah before last week and before this week. Chiefs fans, you guys have been preaching about this 7th round pick out of Rutgers for the longest time now, and it really looks like he has completely taken over the starting job. 15 carries for a career-high 107 yards last night. It was the first 100-yard rushing game by one player on the Kansas City Chiefs since, I believe, week 4 or week 3, one or the other, of last season. It's been that long. It's been well over a football season. So Pacheco takes this team to the next level. All right, he takes them to the next level. Now, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, they connected 3 times last night. I was very impressed by the resiliency of the Kansas City Chiefs defense, and it's something that, we've really been talking about recently as of late, because it's like, all right, yeah, their offense is extremely good, right? We know their offense is extremely good. When fully healthy, they are the best offense in the NFL. It's going to come down to, most likely, the defense. Can the defense get a stop when they need to get a stop into the playoffs? Because Kansas City is giving you over 30 points a night statistically. So when your offense is giving you over 30 a night, it makes your defensive pressure, it makes your defensive load, it makes it easier, right? Let's be real. So before we get any further, if you guys are enjoying this video, hit the like button, hit that sub button. Chiefs Kingdom, you guys have been absolutely blessing. Every Chiefs video I've been posting in the last couple of weeks really means the world to me. Let's try and get to 200 likes on tonight's video. That would be awesome. But this is just a genuinely really fun team to watch, and guys are stepping up on both sides of the ball. But defensively, I know they lost some names like Matthew. I know they lost some names. However, long run, regardless of even how the Chiefs defense is doing this season, in the long run, I think Kansas City's defense, they're rising, right? They're rising. They're going to be good for a couple of seasons at least. They know what they're doing in Kansas City when they're making these draft picks and they're making these offseason moves and even midseason moves like Kadarius Toney. That's the big thing with me with Kansas City is, especially in the AFC West, you've won the division, all right? Now, you want the first seed, you want home field, you want the bye, you want everything, right? But to me, what it boils down to with a team like Kansas City is purely health. It's just purely health. You want to keep building that rapport, specifically on the defensive end. You want to force turnovers. You want to get big-time stops. You want to have games like last night where you gave up 20 first-half points and then held a very disruptive, very explosive, and talented offense in the Chargers. They have their flaws with their offensive line, et cetera, et cetera. They held them to 7 points in the second half. Those are the things that you want to build. You want to just keep building those blocks. So offensively speaking, all I need is health. I need Kadarius to get healthy and stay healthy. I need the same thing for Juju, McCole. But in the meantime, you're having other rookies and other young players, guys like, first off, you still have Travis Kelce, the best wide receiver tight end in the entire football league. Like I said, the best tight end that I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. But you have guys like Sky Moore, the rookie out of Western Michigan, stepping up as well. Last night, 5 receptions, 63 yards. It's the little things that just continue to add up on a week-to-week basis. And guys like Sky Moore, guys like Kadarius Toney, guys like Pacheco, these are the players where now that you're 8-2 and you're in the second half of the season, these are the guys that you really want to get their confidence up, right? Isaiah has had some fumbles, right? The special teams has had some issues. These are the games, the big time, prime time games on the road, might I add you, where you have Isaiah and you have Sky be huge reasons for your offensive success, and it boils down to helping you win the football game, right? So getting Sky Moore going, to me, it's just another thing in the back pocket. We talked about why Kadarius Toney and Isaiah Pacheco. We talked about why these guys are secret weapon, X-factor, back pocket playmakers that Kansas City has had, and now they're starting to deploy it. Teams are kind of taking notice of it, but not really across the league. So these are things that once you get into the playoffs, it all adds up. It just all adds up. So shout out Sky Moore, because I know statistically it's not like you see 5 receptions and 63 yards and you lose your mind, but these are big games for these young cats. It's showing them yes, you can do this. We know you can do this. So do it. That sounded kind of desperate, but you get what I'm saying. Just building the confidence, building the rapport, building the chemistry with Patrick Mahomes and the offense in general. MVS, my former Cheesehead, my former Packer, him and Juju, that's a perfectly solid 1-2 combo. You pair him up with Travis Kelce, Kadarius Toney, McCole Hardman. It's a really lethal, very, very lethal offense, just in general. So I like Jerick McKinnon a lot as well. I would like him to get more. I would like Jerick to be a little bit more utilized in the passing game. I think he's a very versatile pass catcher. Last night we saw 6 attempts for 24 yards, about 4 yards per carry. It's solid. I guess he's kind of like RB3, but I would imagine once we start getting more towards playoff time, once it starts getting a little bit colder and these games start to get a little bit more, I guess, important, I do think we'll see an increase in Jerick McKinnon and just rushing the ball and receiving the ball from the half field. So that really is it. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the Kansas City Chiefs. I would imagine most Chiefs fans agree with the statement that Patrick Mahomes, to me, is very, very, very clearly the MVP of this season. And I'm just hoping the Chiefs continue to do what they're doing, because they're a very fun team to watch, and I like what they've been. I just like the pieces, the moves that they've been making in the last several seasons, but specifically this past year and even in this season, like Toney. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for more Chiefs content. Look forward to reading your guys' comments. I'll see you guys later.